Welcome to the Justice Pro Network's Daily Deep Dive in 5, where we bring you the latest on advocacy, impact, and justice. I'm Aisha.
And I'm Aiden. Today we've got a packed show with 3 important stories to discuss. We'll be looking at immigration challenges and a concerning new trillion-dollar defense budget.
Let's kick things off with what many immigrants are facing after their marriage green card interviews. It's what we're calling the waiting game.
Right, Aisha. For many people, that interview is a huge milestone, but then comes this period of uncertainty and waiting, even after getting an initial approval.
What we're seeing is that there's often a gap between the approval of Form I-130 and Form I-485. Sometimes it's just a day, but other times it can stretch into weeks or longer.
And that waiting can drive people crazy. But there's actually a reason for it. After the interview, cases typically go through a secondary review by a supervisor.
Exactly. This review ensures the interview is conducted properly. So just because you don't get immediate approval doesn't mean there's a problem with your case.
Immigration attorneys always emphasize patience during this time. It's good to stay busy, maybe connect with community support resources, and remember that delays don't automatically mean denials.
Our second story is a bit alarming. We're seeing a shift in how USCIS is handling issues with 2-year conditional green cards, and it's putting some people at serious risk.
There was a recent case where a woman's spouse missed their USCIS interview due to marital difficulties. And rather than getting a notice to fix the issue, she was immediately placed in removal proceedings.
This represents a really concerning policy shift. Historically, USCIS would give people a chance to address problems by sending notices of intent to revoke or deny status.
Now it seems they're taking a more punitive approach, which can be devastating for people who are already dealing with challenging personal situations.
It really underscores how important legal counsel is in these situations. If anyone holding a 2-year green card is experiencing marital problems, they should consult with an immigration attorney right away.
Absolutely. Having proper legal guidance can make all the difference in protecting your path to permanent residency, especially when your relationship status changes.
Now for our third story, which has major implications for both social programs and military spending. The U.S. is now looking at a $1 trillion defense budget.
Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth called this a generational investment in military capabilities. But there are serious concerns about what's being sacrificed to make it happen.
While White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt claimed this budget wouldn't add to the deficit and would actually save $1.6 trillion, economic experts are challenging those numbers.
According to people like Justin Wolfers, the data suggests this budget will significantly increase the deficit. And Representative Veronica Escobar points out that cuts will disproportionately affect programs like Medicaid and SNAP.
Those cuts could leave millions of Americans without essential health care and nutritional support. And the Joint Committee on Taxation indicates the tax components could cost the nation $3.7 trillion over the next decade.
It raises real questions about our national priorities. Are we sacrificing the welfare of vulnerable populations for military expansion?
These 3 stories really highlight how policy decisions affect real people's lives, whether it's immigrants navigating our complex system or Americans dependent on social programs.
Exactly. And it's why staying informed and engaged is so important. If these issues matter to you, consider reaching out to your representatives or supporting organizations working in these areas.
That wraps up today's episode of the Justice Pro Network's Daily Deep Dive in 5. Remember, our content comes from the Justice Pro Network, a platform amplifying stories of advocacy, impact, and justice.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Aisha. We'll be back tomorrow with more essential stories that matter. Take care.